The journey to achieving universal health coverage is attainable regardless of financial status, age or title. In this report, correspondent John Felix takes a look at how pregnant women are afforded the desired care at a subsidized rate provided they get enrolled in the state health insurance scheme. The report.
The goal of universal health coverage is to ensure everyone receives the health services they need without facing financial hardship. For pregnant women in Ogun State, there's a ray of hope provided such woman is under government health insurance scheme. Regardless of financial status, get pregnant and pay $12,000. Speaking with Galaxy TV News, Sharon Adeboye shares her experience at a primary health center. She says she got the best of care all through her pregnancy journey.
Their services were quite fair. There was lights, there was water. So we're giving, what else? I was giving a drip because I had some little, at some point I lost energy. So I was giving drip, I was being induced. So, and everything altogether, the expenses were quite fair actually. 12,000 for everything, yes. For everything except because there was a time there was no lights and somehow they didn't have money to fuel their generator and all that. I think that was the little assistance that we gave them. So, and that's it. I stayed there for a day. No, I spent the night, and before noon I was discharged because I didn't have any issue. My baby was fine and I was okay soon.
Speaking further, she says despite the health services that can be gotten from tertiary hospitals, the services rendered at PHCs cannot be ruled out. She further tells women to key into enrolling for health insurance regardless of their class or financial status.
Health insurance is very, very, very affordable. You know, you should enroll in it. Both the rich, the middle class, any level you are, 12,000 is a very fair price to, have your delivery. 12,000 is a very fair price to have your delivery. So for me, I think every woman, whether if you are at a point where, you find it hard to, finances is becoming a little issue. When you go to register in primary health care center, I also heard like in recent times there's provision for CS. So meanwhile, when I was there, I had no knowledge about it, but then they have improved. So you should go and register with it. With 12,000 naira, you are covered.
For the Executive Secretary of Ogun State Health Insurance Agency, he says strengthening primary health care and the attainment of universal health coverage are both important current global health policy initiatives. He adds that primary health care is essential and affordable care that is accessible to everyone in the community, noting that government has worked towards ensuring no one is left out of the care.
And what we are doing is that every pregnant woman, once you know you are pregnant and you come telling us through our various agents in all the local governments, from the moment that you know you are pregnant to 12 weeks after you deliver, you are not paying a single kobo. Even if the delivery is by cesarean section, even if by assisted delivery, you are not paying anything. And the child that has been delivered for the first 6 months of life is even covered under the health insurance scheme. So for women that are very lucky, that they have access to a bidder or they are on the bidder platform, they are not paying anything. But of course, I haven't said that there are no program that covers everyone. Our focus has been on pushing it towards the indigent women. So if for example, my wife gets pregnant today, I will definitely not put her on a bidder because I'm one of the advocates that says the little that we've been given to do should be for the poor people in the community. So for those that are paying, what they pay is, permits me to say just, what they pay is just 12,000 naira. And if you pay your 12,000 naira from every ANC that you attend, every drugs that you collect, the delivery that happens, and as I say, whether it's by normal delivery or by CS, the 12,000 covers it. Because what we do for you is that we give you a card. If either you're on a bidder or you get the 12,000, And it is this card that you present every time you go to the facility to do your ANC or to go for your delivery.
So it's safe to say, get pregnant, pay 12,000.
It's safe to say, get pregnant, try and find a way of getting on Ibidor and not pay anything. But if you cannot get on Ibidor, then pay 12,000.
Meanwhile, the United Nations Children's Fund is asking the federal and state government to increase funding for the health insurance scheme, with a view to enrolling more persons across the country.
So we would like to commend the government, because when it comes to enabling policies, we have that in place. We talked about the National Health Insurance Act, which was brought into law in 2022. We talked about the fact that health insurance is mandatory for all citizens in Nigeria. It also puts in place the fact that every state has a state health insurance scheme, and we can see that right now at 6 plus 1 states, that's plus the FCT, have that in place. But it also talks about the vulnerable fund, which is 1% of the consolidated revenue that comes to states going towards paying premiums for our vulnerable persons. We've had our government putting this down, but we all know that also it has not been put down as it should be regularly. So this is a call out for governments to actually prioritize this fund towards ensuring that our vulnerable persons get enrolled on health insurance scheme.
If the goal of UHC is to be attained, there's a critical need to scale up local manufacturing in Nigeria. From Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital, John Felix reporting for Galaxy Television News.